Yes, we are back. We made it safe from Barcelona. Hello, everybody. This is the United Stand. This is your road trip ahead of the Leicester game this weekend. Ten Hag had United's players back in Manchester by 12 o'clock on Thursday night. I literally got into my hotel room in Barcelona at 1 o'clock. We were working that late. So that's how efficient our manager is. He emphasised the facts in the press conference after the game that he wanted the players back, giving them the perfect opportunity and the best opportunity for full recovery ahead of this Leicester game, taking everything seriously, and he's leaving no stone unturned in any preparation for any game coming up right now. It is music to Manchester United's ears. It really is, for fans anyway. It is just a positive vibe, brilliant atmosphere around Manchester United at the moment. Complete contrast to what we were dealing with last season. It is unbelievable, the change that's going on right now. That Barcelona game was epic. We should have come away with that win in Barcelona. I think we're actually walking away from the new camp this week disappointed that we didn't get a win. Shows how far we have come. Really does show how far we've come as a team. And under Ten Hag and how he's handling everything, it's just absolutely brilliant. I mean, a few of you have moaned at me for the question that I asked to Ten Hag in the press conference afterwards. There was a reason why. And Ten Hag answered it perfectly for me. I mean, can you criticise Casemiro for that mistake he made? I thought we could, because I expect more from Manchester United now. This is just the precedent that he's set. I expect Manchester United to do better. I expect our best player to do a little bit better in that situation than he did. But Ten Hag brought up the formation and the system and how the rest of the team wasn't actually up to playing where they needed to be, rather than what Casemiro did wrong in that one. So it goes to show exactly where Ten Hag's head is at. He wants them to be brave. He told them to be brave. We did play brave in that game, and we deserve all the credit under the sun. There was nothing negative in what I was getting at with Casemiro. I'm just in the fine lines of things and how important it is to him that everything is executed perfectly. He said he thought he could have done a little bit better there, but it was the rest of the team that wasn't quite in sync with what was going on in that situation. That's where Ten Hag is. He answered it perfectly. He moved on. He was still fuming about what happened with Marcus Rashford, but he has just got us thinking and all working towards one goal. The fan base, the club, the team, everyone is looking at everything differently now. We're going into games with expectation. We're expecting more. The fact that everyone came out of that Nou Camp Stadium and said, we should have won. I can't believe it. What a great night, but we should have won. Yes, we should have won. But we move on. We're still in the tie. Everyone is happy with that result, and knowing how good our form is at Old Trafford, we are all confident we can get through that and beat Barcelona in the second leg. Personally, I think we are going to beat them. I think it's going to be maybe a 2-1, a 3-1 sort of game at Old Trafford. And I do think that this is United's time. This season, everything is happening. And everything has to happen tomorrow when we turn up at Old Trafford again with Leicester. It is going to be one of them really, really tough in-between European game fixtures. I'm glad it's at home. That gives me a little bit more confidence. I'm glad Ten Hag is the way he is and he's got the players back early, giving them full recovery time for this game. Not much training needed. It's game after game after game. An expectation that every Manchester United player should have and have to deal with. And it's a good problem to have, the fact that you've got games every 3 days. It means you're doing well and it means you're in every single competition. So let's ride this wave and let's just look at it. Who can we change up? How can we mix it up? How can he make this team a little bit fresher against Leicester? Well, obviously we've got Sabitzer and we've got Martinez coming back. Casemiro cannot play, so Sabitzer comes in. It's a bit of a worry that we still have only got Fred, but Fred is playing well at the moment. He is holding his own and he is really giving us an option. It is working. He was a bit cold early on in the Barcelona game, but my God, did he turn out in the end for us. What brilliant performance that was for Red, and a great assist for Marcus Rashford. So I'm guessing it's going to be Sabitzer, Bruno and Fred in the midfield today. The forward line, is it going to be different? No. Because I said that, and I said that's how we would play, but Weghorst then moved into the 10 role. Are you happy with Weghorst at 10? Bruno on the right. Can we afford to rest Bruno? Sancho on the left, or Garnacho back on the right, Rashford left. There's umpteen options for him to mix it up. Garnacho, Sabitzer, we've got plenty of options there. I think we can freshen it up. Obviously, Martinez can come back into defence as well, so we've got another option there. I just feel like everyone who comes in at the moment, it doesn't matter who's playing for United, we're all playing to the same tune. Ten Hag has talked about how the midfielders had to adapt and be a little bit different. And you know what? We're riding it. We're working with it. We're adapting. And Manchester United are digging out results when they need to, playing well in games as well. it all bodes well and is all a sign of a Manchester United team turning a corner and actually dealing with the pressure that comes with wearing that Manchester United shirt. Ten Hag has took to this manager's job like a duck to water. It is unbelievable the job that he's doing right now, and the players are on board with him. This Leicester game will be a huge test after the result that they got against Tottenham last week. Fully rested, Brendan Rodgers, a full week to prepare for Manchester United. Obviously, we're dealing with Barcelona and everything that's come from that. But I think that Ten Hag has still got this. I expect this to be tight. I expect this to be a tight game with Leicester. It's going to be tough. They've got players now coming into form. Obviously, Maddison and Harvey Barnes are hitting good form. We have got issues here in dealing with Leicester, but I'm confident with our home form and our home record against Leicester that we can get through this okay. I still feel like we've got enough in the tank. I think we have to do most of our work early in this game. Let's not let this be tight going into the latter stages, i.e., can we get a goal up? Can we score that first goal and take the pressure off? And then use what we have got and our qualities on the break like we have done in big games before. It's important that we just keep concentration. We will have enough just about freshness-wise to deal with it. But it does concern me, their form, having beaten Spurs last week and the high that they're on, that they can cause us problems here today. They really can. United are going to have to be fully on everything, fully on their mettle and 100%. Well, 100% in terms of no mistakes, because the last thing we need to do in this game at Old Trafford is make a mistake and invite Leicester on and encourage them in any way. We need to ride the form that we're on. We need to ride this wave, take it into each game as it comes, because let's not forget, Barcelona in midweek again, then it's the final, then it's the FA Cup, then it's Liverpool away. We can't be thinking this far ahead. It's another game. We get it done. We get it won. That's how Ten Hag is approaching everything at the moment. And it's the way it has to be. Manchester United, in all these fixtures, are going to have problems. They're going to have the issue like we had against Leeds when we weren't quite on it last week, but we ground it out. We stayed together. And this is the big thing with Ten Hag and what he's pushed down our throats and made us realise the most, that the important thing is the mentality of Manchester United. Not thinking that we were hard done to, there's too many games. Remember when Jose Mourinho was at Manchester United, he was going on, that we got this game, we're going to be tired, there's too many fixtures. Straight away, you've got that embedded into the players' heads going into this game that we really shouldn't be playing today and we're up against it. Ten Hag isn't working like that. This is what he's expected all along. The cup runs, every single competition that we're still in. We are fighting for the league. Whether you like to pass it off as something that we shouldn't be talking about and is unrealistic, yeah, that's fine. I can understand that. But we've still got to play every single game and we're trying to win every single game we play in the league. Therefore, it's serious. We're still in this competition. Obviously, the Europa League, the Carabao Cup final, and then the FA Cup. All 4 competitions in the space of, 10 days near enough or something like that? Wow. That's Manchester United of old, and that's what we love. Yes, it's hard on the pocket because we're in so many games and we have to pay for so much. I think right now, as a Manchester United fan, this is the happiest, this is the most upbeat and the most encouraged I've ever been. Added to that, the news about what's going on off the pitch right now. And I've held out till 8.5 minutes to actually talk about takeover talk. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to make this about takeovers. There's other shows for that. But obviously, the fan base going into Old Trafford and the buoyant mood about the Glazers leaving would help the team. And it adds, excuse me, it adds to that good vibe and good atmosphere that I was talking about. So it does have an effect on the games that we're playing in. Ten Hag was asked in the press conference about how he manages the team and how he concentrates on on-field activities. It's exactly that. All we're talking about, he said, is on the field, the games in front of us, on the pitch, nothing else. Everyone is in positions to deal with what's going off the pitch. Off the pitch includes us, the fans. And us, the fans, are reading the news that the Glazers are going to be gone. We're going to have a new ownership model put in by the end of this season. Add to that how well the season is actually going. The atmosphere is big because the atmosphere is needed in these games where we're going to be a little bit behind it in terms of fitness and tiredness. We are the 12th man, and everything going on with Manchester United at the moment is important for what happens on the pitch. We need to play our part and get behind this team like we have done all season. And I think the players are playing to that. The players are realising how this fan base has changed, and actually them putting in that a little bit more effort has endeared them to the fans even more. It's massive right now. We need to keep the momentum moving and keep it going. It's going to be a huge game, this one against Leicester. A win here going into that Barcelona game will mean a lot. And hopefully we finish Barca and head into the final off this same wave. And we keep going. We keep going, Reds. Game after game. It doesn't matter who it is. We're good enough to beat anyone in world football right now, this Manchester United team. We should be looking at Leicester like we look at Barcelona in that cup final, though. We take it seriously. 1 or 2 changes here or there. Make sure you use them. 5 substitutes. Ten Hag is a master at dealing with this fixture pile-up. I am absolutely buzzing that we have got this guy as our manager right now. We don't know how lucky we are, and we need to be counting our chickens right now to have Ten Hag. He has turned this whole club around, and everything going on off the pitch is just adding to the vibe at the moment at Old Trafford. Bring on the good times. Everyone is, let's just say it as it is. Sorry if it's under the curfew. But every other football fan of every other club right now are shitting themselves at what's happening with Manchester United. I guarantee you that. Like, share, and subscribe, people. Let me know how you're feeling right now. Going into Leicester, who's playing? What's the score predictions? How happy are you right now as a United fan? I want to know. Get in that comment section. Cheers for watching, everyone. See you outside, OT.